sit, across the road is a spring, bubbles up from the ground, and people come from all around with big jugs. Sometimes I see them staggering to carry those jugs, groaning. They want so much of the water, more than they can carry. But they come from near and far to obtain water from the depths of the earth. Murshid has given these thoughts about the spring. These are thoughts that are meant to remind us of how our own heart is a spring. Our heart is a spring, our heart is a river, and our heart is a lake. In these last moments together today, we could see how our heart is each one of these things. As we listen to Murshid's reflections on the spring, the stream, and the lake, and take up the nature meditations that he has given to rediscover the liquid dimension of our own qalb. The water of the spring is most healing and most inspiring because it comes from above and falls to the earth. That is the character of the inspirational mind. So it rises up and pours down, up from the earth, up to the heavens, and down again upon the earth. The heart that, like a spring, pours out water in the form of inspiration, be it in poetry, be it in music, in whatever form, has beauty. It has a healing quality. It can take away all the worries, anxieties, difficulties, and troubles of those who come to it. Like the water of the spring, it not only inspires, but it heals. Can you recall a spring that is known to you? A wellspring, gurgling up. The healing atmosphere. It produces the freshness of the water when you touch your lips to it. The clarity of the water, glistening, rising up from the ground and splashing, splattering, wetting the air with freshness, just like those we most love and admire, those who inspire us, the poets, the artists, the healers. Our own heart could be like this. Our own heart is like this in its essence. Inhaling, open my heart. Exhaling, that thy stream may rise up as a spring. Open my heart, that thy stream may rise up as a spring. You can let the words fade away, but stay with the feeling of a spring, a fresh, splashing, crystal clear fountain rising up in the heart. Now, friends, just down the road from this spring, about a half-mile's walk, is a pond in the park. And there the cormorants gather. There's a log sticking up in the middle of the lake, and there's always a conference of birds taking place there. There are cormorants in the lake, there are ducks, and there are herons. Beneath the surface, fish swim. And people walk in circles around the lake which reflects the trees and the sky and the clouds. It's still, placid, clear. And Moshe says this: then there is the water of a large pool, where water lilies grow, where little fish swim, where the sun is reflected, and the moonlight produces a beautiful vision, where one would like to sit and look at it, because it expresses to everyone that sees it the liquid nature of the heart that is not frozen, the heart that is like water. It is still, it is calm, it can make one's heart tranquil to sit by its side. One can see one's reflection in it, for it is calm, it is tranquil. You might recall a pond, a lake near you, or one that you have frequently traveled to, a jewel, a liquid jewel set in the land, reflecting the sky. A dewdrop condensing from the atmosphere of eternity. Inhaling, let my heart reflect thy calm. Exhaling, as the stillness of the water. Inhaling, let my heart reflect thy calm. Exhaling, as the stillness of the water. Now this little pond, this clear, reflective, crystalline pond, sitting in a charming park, if after circumambulating it you walk downhill, down the bank, you reach at last the shore of the Powhatan River, the James River. That is the river that blesses us here. For you, your own native river would be a different one. You know its name. You know its waters. You might recall it now. The ceaseless flow, rushing ever onward. That might, which is for all its determination, joyous, cheerful, lively, merry. It seems to sweep the whole landscape along with it. It's going somewhere. It never stops. Continuous energy, yearning, flow. When we're wearied, exhausted, stuck in life, go to the river. It isn't stuck. It goes on and on and on. Moshe says, the water of the river is sweet. It is sweet because it is attracted to the sea. It is longing to reach the sea. The river represents the loving quality, a quality that is seeking for the object it loves. A heart that loves God and God's perfection is likened to the river that seeks the sea. It is therefore that the personality of the seeker is more pleasant than the personality of one who is contented with what he or she knows. There is little danger in traveling on the river. There is great joy in swimming in the river, and there is fine scenery along to look at. So it is with the personality which is like the river. That running of the feeling of sympathy, that continual running means a living sympathy. The river helps the trees and plants and the earth along it. So does the kind, sympathetic person whose feeling is liquid. Everywhere he or she goes, he or she takes along that influence which nourishes, which helps souls to flourish and to progress. Inhaling, my life is running toward thee, my ocean. Exhaling, as the river runs to the sea. Inhaling, my life is running toward thee, my ocean. Exhaling, as the river runs to the sea. can let the words fade away, but keep attending to this sense of ceaseless flow, bound for the ocean. When you're ready, we can open our eyes again. Let's close with a prayer khatum. Oh, who art the perfection of love, harmony, and beauty, the sovereign of heaven and earth, open our hearts that we may hear thy voice, which constantly cometh from within. Disclose to us thy divine light, which is hidden in our souls, that we may know and understand life better. Most merciful and compassionate God, give us thy great goodness. Teach us thy loving forgiveness. Raise us above the distinctions and differences which divide us. Send us the peace of thy divine Spirit, and unite us all in thy perfect being. Amen.